Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's David. This is Magic Orthodoxy. It's where I review decks of cards, magic tricks, and other stuff. Today, we got another cube magic trick for you. Pretty cool. Let's talk about it. Hey, today we're going to talk about Psy from Wenzi Magic and Bon Lee. All right, this is the latest release from magicalism.com, Wenzi Magic Bon Lee. This is Psy, the Psy Cube. What is it? It is a Rubik's Cube device. It is a electronic Rubik's Cube device. Yes, that's right. This is a mentalism tool. This will enable you to hand a Rubik's Cube to a spectator. You will be able to turn around or blindfold yourself. The spectator can then rotate the cube in their hands, stop, and then look down at a specific color. So, there's 6 sides to a Rubik's Cube. They can pick, it's a 1 in 6 shot. And when they stop and look down at their color and say, this is the color that they have landed on, you can then tell them exactly what color they are looking at, and you could repeat it. The second thing you could have them do is you could have them mix the cube, or you could mix the cube yourself, and again, give it back to them. They could rotate it around and around and around. When they stop, you could name exactly which colors and how many color squares they were looking at. And you could also combine it as a drawing duplication and actually draw the side that they are staring at. Sounds pretty cool, sounds impossible, sounds like magic. Let's talk about this review. All right, so you're into cube magic, or you want to get into cube magic, or you do mentalism right now, you do stage mentalism, and you're thinking, you know what, I want to throw a cube act into my routine, and so you order it, it comes to you in the mail. What are you going to find? You're going to get 2 cubes. One of them is the gimmicked cube, and one of them is the placebo. It's the normal cube. Plus, you're also going to get the signal receiver. You're going to get some extra stickers. You're going to get a charging cable. They're both USB chargeable. You're going to get the download code, which will take you out to the internet and give you access to a 43-minute Vimeo file. And you'll get the signal code card. All right, so is it what I thought? Yes, it's absolutely what I thought. If you've worked around mentalism, especially stage mentalism, for any amount of time, and you know about electronic receivers, they kind of all work the same. They send some sort of signal to you that you then interpret. Okay, you then decipher. The signal isn't going to say, the blue side is up. It's not going to say that, right? It's going to be some other code, and you're going to know, the blue side is up. And really, let's just explain. If you don't know about Rubik's Cubes, the center square, out of all of the, each side, the center square never moves. So even though you could mix a cube up and show all the different colors, the center cube right there, that cube never changes. So that is always the blue side, right? Or the yellow side or the red side, regardless of what the other colors around it say. So you will always know which side is up. How are the angles on this? There are no angles, okay? It's just cubes, there's nothing else to find. The spectator can hold the gimmick cube in their hands all day long. That's the point. That's the point. The gimmick cube and the real cube don't feel any different or look any different from one to the next. In fact, you won't even know which one's which unless you take them apart. Okay, so that means if you're bringing 2 out on stage and one's your gimmick and one's your placebo, you need to always remember which one is the gimmick. But I should say, along with angles, there is some audible clue, audible noise that something fishy is going on. The receiver has to send you a signal, and that signal is audible. So it's also you can feel it, but that feeling makes a noise. And so I was wearing it in my jeans, I was wearing it in my pocket, and I walked into the office where my wife was working, and I really quickly rotated it and asked her if she could, and she could totally hear it. So you just need to keep that in mind. But both cubes are completely inspectable. Your spectator will never find a thing. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the video? It is a Vimeo video, like I said. It is not downloadable, not even with screen capture software. It's not downloadable. Bon Lee is your teacher, okay? And he's in a nice living room setting. He has a microphone when it's just him. Then he's going to transition over to some studio performances. He's always going to use the same female spectator for every single trick. There's 5 tricks in total. And when he does that, then there is no microphone because it's 2 people and you can't mic both with the camera he's using. And so those are a little bit hard to hear. And then the music in the background is very repetitive. I don't know that they needed it. It kind of a little annoying. As far as what they teach on the DVD, they're going to go over what's in the box, how to charge both the electronic cube and the receiver. Then he's going to talk about the receiver. And once he started doing that, I was immediately lost. I kind of felt like I was coming in halfway through a conversation that he already started. So there's no talk about what it is that you're feeling. He never talks about how to wear it, or like wear this in this kind of environment, or I wear it here. I had to guess that he was wearing it in his pants pocket because that's where I saw his hand repeatedly go, but he never said that. So he doesn't talk about how to wear it or any troubleshooting in that regard or what kind of environments work best. My suggestion for this, when you get this, charge both devices first, really quickly. Maybe charge each device for about 5 or 6 minutes apiece, and then watch the video. So that when you're watching the video, both your receiver and your cube have a little bit of charge, and then you'll do it along with him and you'll figure it out faster than doing it separately. That part of the video, that is the first 6 minutes of the 43 minutes instruction. So 43-minute video, and only 6 minutes are devoted to how to do the trick. That's all your troubleshooting, all your tips, all there, right there at the beginning, 6 minutes long. Then he's gonna go into the 5 tricks. Now the 5 tricks are very similar. They're not completely different effects. You would only do one of these 5 tricks in a performance. You wouldn't do them back to back because they're pretty much all variations on the same theme. The first trick is a solved cube that goes in a bag, and then the spectator notices which colored side is up and the magician knows the top side color. In the second trick, a shuffled cube is used, but it's unseen by the magician. The magician names the colors and the amounts of colors on the face side up. And then he goes into a second half of the trick where it goes into a bag, and the process happens again, and the magician does a picture matching where he draws the topmost part of the cube. The third trick is exactly the same as the second. So whereas the second taught trick is really for a one-on-one environment, the third trick is teaching that same effect for stage. In the fourth trick, you need a third cube, which is not provided. And in this routine, you would have 2 cubes in play. 1 cube for the spectator and 1 cube for the magician where they match. The fifth trick is a wallet prediction or an envelope prediction where the spectator rotates the cube and then whatever side is facing up, that's the picture that was inside the envelope, or that's the picture that was inside the wallet, but you would need a wallet with 6 outs or an envelope with 6 outs, also not provided. There is a bonus switch handling idea at the end where he shows you how you could switch the cube out using a case on stage. And then there's a second bonus idea using a non-gimmicked cube where you could use that non-gimmicked cube to hold a prediction inside. Is it well made? It seems well made. The cubes are actually completely redesigned from the ground up. So if you open these cubes up, they don't look anything like a traditional cube. These cubes had to be redesigned, completely redesigned for this style of trick. I'm gonna show you a typical speed cube and show you the psi cube on the other side. You're gonna see the psi cube is immensely different. It is vastly bigger and has a very different appearance. So my personal opinion is the psi cube would be great for stage because Rubik's cubes tend to be a little small, and this cube would really project color and size on stage. And like I said, it really does work as a real Rubik's cube. So if you know how to solve a cube, if you know how to solve a Rubik's cube, these are real cubes. They really would work. How much practice does it need? For this, you kind of already have to know a cube stack, or go out and find a cube stack and learn it. Bond Lee is not going to teach you a stack, but to do the mixed cube tricks, you need to know a pre-arranged stack. So it's just like Harmonica or a deck stack. This is a cube stack where you know what every single side looks like. So you've memorized all 6 sides and memorized the colors on each side and how to draw them and how to know which side's which, okay? So that's something that you're gonna have to learn on your own outside of this DVD. This is not something that they will teach you, but it is something that is required to do the mixed effects. And Bon Lee will tell you who teaches those stacks. Positives, all right, so what are the good things I can say about Psy? It's great for stage, like I was saying, great for stage, because you don't have to worry about the size of the cube, everybody can see them, and you don't have to worry about the noise from the receiver. I also think it'd be great for a mentalist who doesn't do any cube magic right now at all. And if you didn't mix the cube, right, if you didn't mix it, this would work immediately. You could hand the cube to the spectator, they could just rotate it around, and you would always know which color was on top. And you wouldn't have to learn anything new. Psy can teach you everything you need to do the first part of that trick. Like I was saying, if you want to do the shuffled part, then you're going to need to learn a stack. But that is also pretty easy to learn, pretty easy to find out there. Sometimes you can even find those kind of things for free. Yeah, great for stage, great for mentalism. Negatives, kind of like the things I've been saying already throughout the entire review. I mean, there's just not enough about the receiver in the video and how to use it and how to wear it. I would have liked a little bit more from him about that. The trailer shows the spectators shuffling the cube behind their back, and really the only way that you can do that trick where you have the spectators shuffle the cube is if you switch that cube out for the other one, and you might need a third cube to do that. Also, like I was saying, there's no instruction on how to do a cube stack, probably because those stacks aren't theirs to teach. Those are somebody else's idea, and they didn't have permission to teach those stacks. So there's that. Also the fact that pretty much all 5 tricks are the same. This is really a one-hit wonder. This really only does one thing, but there's many variations on that theme that you can do. Plus the fact that the last 2 tricks, you really need items that weren't provided. Is it worth your money? It is $395. $395. And like I said, you're getting a gimmicked cube, a real cube, and a receiver, access to a video that's 43 minutes long. But again, I think this is great for stage magicians or mentalist stage magicians that would like to add a cube routine into their act and to have a cube that's nice and big that people can see in the back of the audience. All right, so that's everything I can say about the Psy Cube from Wenzi Magic and Bon Lee. I want to thank hocus-pocus.com for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you would like to purchase it for yourself, I'll put a link below in the description. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.